Hi there, today we're going to be doing a tour of our 2021 Northern Lite 9.6 Special Edition. So the reason we chose to go with the truck and camper setup was just to be a little bit more nimble and have some more options on where we could go explore. Not having a full truck and trailer provides us more options with a smaller footprint, and having the four-wheel drive vehicle opens up some more options for off-road and off-grid situations, so we love it. So we opted to go with the Northern Lite product. This is a two-piece fiberglass clamshell design, very well built. Also built in BC in Kelowna. That's our home province, so we love to support that. It's a very similar build quality to the Bigfoots, which are world-renowned as well. And yeah, we couldn't be happier with it. Similar to our previous camper tour, I'll run through the outside features and all those components, and Peggy will cover off the inside.
So stick around and I'll give you the full inside tour.
So we're going to start on the passenger side of the camper. The first item here is we do have the Happy Jacks. These are awesome. They come with a wireless remote, which is terrific. You're able to do a walk around while the jacks are going up or down to make sure everything's going as per plan. Another awesome feature that Northern Lite has done is they've built a bracket that cradles the camper here. On all four corners, will wrap around to the underside to support it both on the lateral portion and also underneath. Moving on down, we have our propane locker. In here, there are twin 25-pound tanks. And it has this handy slide to access. As per usual, there's a diverter valve so you can flip-flop between the tanks. We have a convenience outlet that's GFCI protected on the side here, if you're plugged into shore power only. Moving on down, we have the rear access panel to the fridge. The fridge is a three-way. It runs off the batteries, 120 volt if you have shore power or propane. Next, we have a convenience light, all LED lamps throughout the unit as well, so that's great. We have the exhaust for the refrigerator. Here we have our battery locker. Inside here we have our 200 amp hour lithium ion battery. Very happy with the performance of that. And it looks as though there's room for probably twin batteries in there. Here we have a generator storage locker. So this is size for a Honda EU1000 or similar size genset that will fit in there. And also all these storage lockers are lined. They have a plastic liner throughout. So if there's any leaks or humidity that's contained to the locker, it will not go inside the unit. The last feature on this side will be our manual awning. On the driver's side of the camper, we have our freshwater fill. This is a 33 gallon or 125 liter capacity tank. Just below that, we have our output for cable TV. If you're in a bougie campsite and you have all the services, you can hook up and watch the big game. Moving on down, we have our hot water heater. This is a Dometic unit. It's a 6 gallon or 23 liter capacity tank, gas only. The same one we had in our previous, I think all our previous trailers and campers, to be honest. Very reliable, very basic. Been very happy with that. Moving on down, we have the connection point for the shore power. This is a 120 volt 30 amp. Beautiful feature about the Northern Lite is it's not just a cord that spools out of the camper. This is a sealed unit with a factory cord that plugs in. So this will keep moisture, insects, and little vermin out of your camper. We don't need those little buggers running up your power cord in the middle of the winter and making a warm nest inside the unit. Here we have just the standard connection port for your city water. So if your fully serviced site has pressurized water, you can plug that in there. I do recommend that you add a pressure reducer valve. Some sites will have very high pressure and could harm the plumbing components inside the unit. Next, we have our outdoor shower. So this is pressurized, hot and cold running water. So this will just fold out. You have your control knobs, pretty basic. And here we have the access to the gate valves for the holding tanks. Also are some bypass valves for various plumbing features. On the back of the unit, we have our Happy Jack system, our rooftop access ladder, little grab handle for getting in and out of the camper, and our favorite feature is this back step / patio. This is just amazing for getting in and out of the unit. You can put your shoes here at the end of the night. And this folding step is so awesome. It's much better than our previous version where we had the accordion style aluminum expandable steps. This is so rigid, easy to set up, and you don't have to stow it inside, which is great. Love it. The 9.6 Special Edition also comes with the basement storage. So we pop this removable step out. And in here we have a depth of, I think, close to 8 feet for fishing rods, outdoor carpets, or any long items. Right now we just have our shore power cord there. And then this plastic drawer comes all the way out so you can put all your goodies in there and have them easily accessible. And the last feature on the rear of the unit is just the outdoor light and the power awning. If you're interested, we also did a camper tour of our 1999 Bigfoot 9.5. In that video, we also covered off our tow vehicle. That's our 2013 Dodge Ram 2500. We'll put a link in below and a thumbnail just so you can get to that video if you're interested in that. Today, we're just going to focus on our brand new rig, the 2021.
Welcome to the inside tour. At the back of the camper, we have the control for the electric awning and the awning lights. Next to the awning controls, we have the solar charge controller for the rooftop solar panels. On the roof, we have two 185-watt solar panels connected to our lithium-ion battery. Below the charge controller, we have our 18,000 BTU propane furnace. And here we have the thermostat controller for the furnace. And just below the furnace is the battery disconnect. At the back, we have a large storage cupboard. Slightly disorganized at the moment, but the plan is to put some shelves and possibly a coat rack in this space. Moving forward, we have our Dometic 3-way fridge and freezer. We're happy with the fridge and freezer. They're a good size. The only thing we've noticed is that the handles are a little bit flimsy, but otherwise it works great. Below the fridge, we have the propane alarm. Moving back, we have the range hood with light and fan. We have some storage in the kitchen area, 3 overhead cupboards. And it's pre-wired for a microwave if you wish to install one. Here we have our 3-burner cooktop and oven powered by propane. And my favorite feature, the LED lights. Next to the stove, we have our single basin sink. It's very large, has a cutting board that fits on top to conveniently hide all your dirty dishes. And it has a nice looking faucet, similar to what you would have at home. Below the sink, we have the controls for the Dometic hot water heater. At the end of the counter, we have some electronics. Here we have a 120 volt outlet that we can use if we're plugged into shore power. Next to that, we have our 12 volt and USB charging ports. Above that, we have our media center with CD, DVD, radio, and apparently, I just learned, Bluetooth. And for below counter storage, great spot to store all your dishes, pots, pans, that kind of thing. Moving up, we have our queen size bed. Very comfortable. And there is a ton of storage up here. There's large cabinets on each side, tons of room for your clothes. There is a storage space below the TV, as well as a deep storage locker at the end of the bed on the other side. We have a 12-volt TV that runs off battery. On each side of the bed, we have reading lights with USB ports in the bottom. Above me is the skylight / escape hatch. The skylight has both a screen and a blackout shade. This is the U-shaped dinette model that will break down into a small bed. We really like this seating arrangement, but we do find the table a little wobbly. Below the dinette, we have 2 more deep drawers for storage. Oh. We have chips in there.
Ooh!
We really like all the windows in the camper. Each window comes with both a screen, whoops, and a privacy shade. There's also plenty of lighting throughout the unit, all LED. In the center, we have a manual vent. On this wall, we have our standard Northern Lite digital clock. Below the clock, we have our monitor for our holding tanks, our fresh water, and our battery, as well as the control for the water pump. And at the back, we have a MaxxAir wireless remote control fan, which Matt loves. Currently, we do not have an air conditioner, but it is pre-wired, so this will be a future project. This unit is equipped with a wet bath. The bathroom contains your standard RV toilet, a small sink, and connected to the sink is the shower, and it also has a exhaust fan. And finally, we have our control for the outside light. That concludes the inside tour. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. See you next time.
Hey, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, leave a comment, and hit the like button.